we have worked on the font sizes. We have worked on font size. Yes or no? What are the units we can use for font size? Pixel we can use, REM we can use. Out of these two units, which is fixed unit, which is flexible unit? REM is flexible, PX is fixed. Fixed or flexible means what? Yes, sir. According to browser changes, even flexible units can be changed. Right? Font size we have already worked on it. The REM is REM is required. And today we are going to work on fonts. How to assign a font. No. So today we will be working on the fonts. HTML. Have you ever used fonts? Where you have used fonts? MS Word, perfect. If you wanted to write something, you have started using the fonts. What are the most common fonts you have used? Times New Roman or Arial or Vandana? There are so many fonts out there. What is the purpose of fonts? To make the text beautiful, basically. Yes, in your word. Now, let us work on these fonts. Right? Font selection is important. Choosing the right font has a huge impact on how the readers experience a website. Right? If you observe here, depending upon the target users, the font changes. Now, for example, if you are developing any kids website, the fonts they use will be different. Yes or no? If you are creating a website for college students, the fonts they use is different. If you are developing a website for professionals, the fonts they use is different. It's like that. Even if you see games also, kids games you see in mobile phone, the fonts they use, the colors they use is different. So that's why they said choosing the right font has a huge impact on how the readers experience a website. You see the font for movie titles also. According to the movie, the title will be changed, the color will be changed. Yes, sir. The right font can create a strong identity for your website. Using a font that is easy to read is important. Whatever the font you create, that should be easy to read. The font adds value to your text. It is important to choose the correct color and text size for that. Color we have already worked on it. Which is the CSS property for color? Text color. Color is the CSS property for color. Font size. Font size is the CSS property for font size. And today we are going to work on something called font family. What? Font family. We are going to work on this CSS property called font family. What exactly this font family is? there are so many fonts available. There are so many fonts available. Font means, the text will be shown in a different ways. Just to show you an example, there is a website called Google Fonts. Just to show you an example. Fonts. This website called Google Fonts, and in this website I am clicking on fonts. Now I wanted to type something. See here, sentence I am typing it. We paid well. Wow. Just type it something. Now see here the same text showing in different styles. Here it is showing different. Here it is showing different. Here it is showing different. Are you able to see? Different ways, different styles. It is showing, and whichever you like it, whichever you feel it suits to your requirements, we can use it. See, it's totally looking different. This is also looking different. This is also looking different. This is also looking different. Understanding what is font can display your text in different styles. There are so many fonts out there. Whichever the font you use, it will be shown in that style. But all the fonts has been categorized into 5. It's like this. We have so many animals. All the animals has been categorized into 3: herbivorous, omnivorous, carnivorous. All the animals has been categorized into 3. Exactly, all the fonts have been categorized into 5. What are those 5 categories? You can see. In CSS, there are 5 generic font families are there. One is serif, and there is sans serif, and there is monospace, and there is cursive, and there is fonts. That means any font you choose comes under any one of these categories. Comes under any one of these categories. Understanding what I'm saying, right? Now here we are seeing actually so many fonts. So many fonts we are seeing it here. Any font you take comes under any of the categories. Any one of the categories. Any font. Now if I click on this, for example, I'm clicking on this plus button for now. Let me show you. See, the style of this font comes under cursive. Are you able to see it here? Are you able to see here? Cursive. See here. You have cursive. Any font comes under any one of these categories. Now let us try one more. Let us go to fonts again. Let us try one more. This Roboto, I'm selecting it. I wanted to know the category of that font. I have selected this Roboto, and I'm selecting this button and I'm clicking on this. This font comes under sans serif. So here actually we have so many fonts. If I click on this fonts, Google fonts, see, have you heard about a website called YouTube? YouTube holds videos. Sir, no. Have you heard about a website called Gmail? Gmail holds emails. The same way, Google Fonts is another website. Google Fonts holds fonts. If you wanted to see any video, go to YouTube. Or if you wanted to use any font, come to Google Fonts. Understanding what I'm saying? So any font comes under any one of these categories. What are those categories? Serif, sans serif, monospace, cursive. These are the five categories. These are the five categories. Now, what is this serif? Serif fonts have a small stroke at the edge of each letter. At the edge of each letter, small stroke will be there. It's like this. Imagine this is F1. They'll be adding a small stroke like this. This is called serif. Small stroke at the edge of each letter. They create a sense of formality and elegance. Now, see here. This is serif. Are you able to see red color? They are adding extra strokes. That is serif. And there is one more is there. Sans serif. Sans serif fonts have clean lines. No small strokes attached. No small strokes attached. They create a modern and minimalistic look. It looks like simple text. Serif. You know, for certificates, people use serif. Looks heavy, formality. Like and normal text, they use sans serif. Right? And there is one more is there. Now you can see the difference between sans serif and serif. Serif for the same letter, extra strokes are there, but sans serif is not there. Which looks simple. Sans serif looks simple. Okay. This is like this is like a bridegroom in a marriage. He'll be wearing a normal dress. No. The costliest dress, maybe 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. Like serif. After 20 days, after 1 month, normal jeans, normal t-shirt he'll be wearing. Like one is serif and there is sans serif. The difference between serif and sans serif is extra strokes. Okay. And next there is one more type is there called monospace. What? Monospace. Monospace fonts, here all the letters have same fixed width. The style of this is, the style of serif is extra strokes are added. The style of sans serif is simple text. The style of monospace is all letters will be maintaining the same width. There are certain letters will take more space. Certain will take very less space actually. C takes more width. I takes less width normally. But monospace they'll give same width for each. That is C or I. That is the style of monospace. And there is another style called the fancy cursive. It's like the movie director styles. You know, have you heard about a movie director called Mani Ratnam? Most of his movies, he will picturize either in night or early in the morning. You see any of his old movies, most of the movies either night or early in the morning. He takes it. That is his style. And there is one more director is there called Ram Gopal Varma. He creates movies in such a way that in 10 days he can finish the movie. That is his style. Normally, Maniratnam movie, who will do the promotion? Actors do the promotion. If Maniratnam is creating movie with Vikram, for example, Vikram do the promotion part. That is normal. But Ram Gopal Varma, he does a movie promotion by him only, by himself. You just take any of Ram Gopal Varma's movie. Ram Gopal Varma will be giving interviews, not actors. That is his style. And what is Rajamouli's style? Grandeur. You should never see that movie before. Whenever he creates a movie, he will be creating new standards. He has created Bahubali, for example, like King's story. If any director wanted to make a King story, it should be better than that only. Otherwise, he cannot. He creates new standards. That is his style. Every director has their own style. Exactly. Every type of font has its own style. Serif, extra strokes. Sans serif, simple minimalistic. Monospace, every letter width is same. Cursive, fonts imitate human handwriting. All the cursive style fonts looks like human handwriting. And fantasy fonts are decorative, playful fonts. People use it for games basically. Different styles of fonts we have here. All the different font names belong to one of the generic font families. All different font names. Any font in the world you take comes under any one of this category. Understanding what I'm saying? And there are thousands of fonts are there in the market, right? And that falls under comes under this category. Now, just to give you an example, see, for serif Times New Roman, we have used this font a lot. If you see here in Times New Roman, are able to see the extra strokes? This is a serif. Even Georgia also, you can see extra strokes there. This is also serif. Garamond is also serif. So Times New Roman, Georgia, Garamond belongs to serif font. And sans serif, Arial, Vardhana, Helvetica comes under sans serif font. Monospace, Courier New, Lucida, and Monaco comes under monospace font. Just to give you an example, see here, Arial, I is there, but you don't find much gap between R and A. But here, are able to see more gap is there between R and E after I. Because even though I takes less space, still same width for each and every letter. That there and cursive. See, this is looking like human handwriting. Cursive. And fantasy means decorative. Copper plate and papyrus are the few examples of this three styles for each category, but there are so many other. And you know, whenever you install a browser can be downloaded and installed. Yes or no? Whenever you install a browser also comes by default with certain fonts. That means what, you know, just to give you an example, I'll say Google Chrome. download. So I'm clicking on this download Chrome. If I download it, it is downloading. What is the size of the browser? 202 MB. It is actually 202 MB. Let me cancel. So the size of Google Chrome browser, for example, the size of Google Chrome browser is at 202 MB. This 202 MB includes a few fonts also. This 202 MB includes certain fonts also. What actually happens when you install a browser? There are 5 categories, are there, right? Yes or no? For each category, certain fonts will be installed in your system. For each category, certain fonts will be installed in your system. Got a point? Confusion? And what we can do, we can create some text, and using font family CSS property, we can assign font. But now let us try this. Index.html, I am creating it, and I am creating the basic code. My basic code is created. I'm discussing about font. Here, I wanted to create certain text. I wanted to create. I'll say H1 and type welcome to the font. I've created this. Now I'll open it in the browser, which is displaying like this. Okay. Now, like this, I wanted to create different fonts, different headings. I wanted to create different font. I want to create. Your browser supports certain fonts automatically. As I said, it will be installed certain fonts. So that certain fonts can be used, or else you can use other fonts. Let us try the inbuilt fonts now. Say welcome to fonts 1. Now what I will do, I am giving IDs to this one. I have given ID, so I can apply individual styles. Okay, now I can see here, refresh all of these things. Now all I wanted to display center line. How do I do that? Text line, where I have to use CSS. Okay. So I'm creating a file dot CSS, and and I link that. Okay. And I wanted to apply to all. I have to use ID selector or class selector or element selector. Element selector. Actual text align. Now I wanted to apply certain fonts for it, different fonts for each. Now what I will do here, I will say one. I wanted to apply this font only for the first heading. So here I will say font family. What? The CSS property which we are going to use is font family. And I am selecting this. See, are able to see it is automatically suggesting. These are the inbuilt fonts within the browser. I can choose anyone. Now imagine I am choosing Courier, new Courier Montspace. Now this should look different. Yes or no? The first one is looking different. And how many fonts have we given here? How many fonts we have given? Courier new is 1. Courier is 2. Monospace. Actually 3 values we have given it. Now let us try one more. Let's say hash. Font family. I'll give ranking over here. For font family, how many values I have given here? 1, 2, 3, 4 values we have. Here 3 values we have given, here 4 values we have given. Why are we giving multiple values? So here we have a concept called fallback. We have a concept called fallback. Just to give you an example, giving purely example for this only. Imagine there is a family with father, mother, kid 1 and kid 2. Father, mother, kid 1 and kid 2. Father, kid 1 around 15-year-old, kid 2 around 9-year-old, for example. Now for this family, who is going to take full responsibility of the family? Father. Father takes full responsibility. Okay. I'm giving purely an example. Now imagine father is working in army due to some conflict. He died. Example. Now who has to take care of the family? Mother. Now mother has to take care of this family. Imagine she is also not feeling well, even she also died. Kid 1 has to take care of this family. Yes or no? This concept is called fallback concept. What? Fallback. If father is normally, father has to take the responsibility. Father is not there, then the next biggest person, mother. Mothers take care of the responsibility. Mother is also not there, then the next biggest person, kid 1, takes care of the responsibility. Exactly the same thing here. What exactly we are doing? We are giving font family. We can give multiple fonts. Font 1 we can give, font 2 we can give, font 3 we can give, like font 4 we can do. Like this, we can give multiple values. This is fallback concept. First, font 1 is there or not, it will check. Now, I have given some certain font. Now that font is there or not, it will check it in the user's system. Okay? User system. Now I have used a font called ABC font. Now you are accessing my website. In your system, ABC font is there or not, it will check. By chance ABC font is not there, it will come to the next one. It will check in your system that font is there or not. If that font is also not there, then it will goes to the next one. If this is also not there, then it will go to the next one. This concept is called fallback concept. So if first font is not available, then it will look for next alternative, second font. Second font is also not available, it will look for the alternative third font. If third font is also not available, look for font if it is there. Then finally we will be giving the category. What? Category. Category means whether it can be serif or sans serif or monospace or cursive or fantasy. We'll be giving the category. That means what? If first font is not available, it will look for the second. If second font is also not available, it will look for the third. If third font is also not available, it will look for the fourth. If fourth one is also not available, then category. That means we are telling to the browser, dear browser, please pick any of the fonts belongs to this category. We have already discussed that if you install browser, certain fonts will be installed per category. It will be picked by the browser automatically. That's why it is called as a font family, because of a concept, callback concept. Now here, Courier new. Now for heading 1, Courier new we have given. Second, Courier we have given. Third, monospace we have. Now imagine I have uploaded it to Netlify and I have put it in my WhatsApp status. Someone is accessing it. First it will check Courier new is there or not in their device or system. They will check it. If it is there, Courier new font is there, that will work. If Courier new font is not there, then it will look for the second font, Courier. If this font is also not there, then we are telling to the browser, pick any of the font belongs to this monospace category. Whenever the browser is installed, automatically certain font for each category will be available, added. It will pick automatically. This concept is called fallback. What? Fallback. Now you can find it here. The font family property should hold several font names, not one, but several, as a fallback system to ensure maximum compatibility between the browsers and operating systems. Start with the font you want and end with the generic family, that means category. To let the browser pick a similar font in the generic family if no other fonts are available. The font name should be separated with the comma. That means what? Fonts will be checked in the user system. Fonts will be checked in the user system. See, I'm giving an example. Okay, you wanted to perform certain puja. Now, priest will come to your house, and for priest, only priest will come, or a priest will come with all the luggage he wants. You wanted to perform certain puja. To perform that puja, we need certain items. Priest will bring, or we have to bring it? We have to bring it. Now, priest comes and starts puja. He will ask, ghee is there? Okay, ghee, if it is there, you will give the ghee to priest. If ghee is not there, then he will tell the other alternative. At least give some groundnut oil. If groundnut oil is not there, he will give another alternative. At least try to put some water. Like that. But he will not bring all the items to perform the puja. Understanding what I am saying? Exactly the same thing here. If you are accessing some website, that website has certain content, that content will be displayed in the certain fonts. that fonts should be available in your system. Font should be available in your system. If that font is not available, it will go for the next alternative. Imagine you have given 4 alternatives. First font it will look not available, then second font not available, then third font not available, then fourth font. If none of the fonts are available, then last one is family category we have to pick. Then browser will pick. Automatically. That concept. The concept is called fallback. Now see here, you can see it. For paragraph of font family, they have given Times New Roman. That means first Times New Roman is looking in the system, user system. Times New Roman is not there, then go for Times. Times is also not there, then go for serif category. Any font belongs to serif category automatically picked by the browser. Browser is there, automatically certain fonts will be installed. W3C has created a rule that browser should understand HTML. Browser should understand CSS. Browser should understand JavaScript. The same way, browser should install certain fonts also. That's what the standard created by W3C. So every time you install a browser, certain fonts also will be included as part of the browser. Understanding what I'm saying? See, if a prime minister is coming, not only prime minister, along with him, so many security guards also will come. Not only prime minister, along with security guards also will come. Exactly the same thing. If you are installing browser, not only browser, along with browser, certain fonts also. Understanding what I'm saying? Exactly. And one important thing you have to observe is here there is no quotes, but here quotes are there. Have you observed it? Why? No. If there are any spaces within the font name, it should be in quotes. Now see here. If the font name is more than one word, it must be in quotation marks. Must be in quotation marks, like Times New Roman. There are spaces in between the font name, that's why quotes. Got it? Understood what is font, why it is called as font family? Why it is called? Because it holds multiple fonts. Family means certain members of the family. Here font family means certain fonts. That's what they said. Starting with the font you want, then end with the category you want. If none of these fonts are available, it picks. Now, you have a system. That system has an operating system. Operating system also comes with certain fonts. Now, see here in my system, I will just go for fonts. Even in my system also has certain fonts are installed. Are you able to see here? Even my system also has so many fonts. How many fonts? Total 339 fonts are installed. With the operating system, certain fonts you will be getting it. With the browser, certain more fonts you will be getting. If you use any fonts, if those fonts are not available in this thing, then only it will go for the next starter. Got my point? Understood? Now, what I wanted to do, I wanted to create apply certain fonts which default comes with the browser. So for this Korean new, Korean monospace we have given. For this Franklin Gothic medium, Arial narrow, Arial and sans serif we have given. See here within quotes are there, but here no quotes are there. Why? Spaces are not there. Sans serif hyphen is there, no space. That's why it is not. But Arial narrow space is there. So within quotes. So now likewise I'll go for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. I've used 10 here. If I come to and see all the 10 here. The different fonts are not showing because I have to give now. Incense, cedar scent, and I have given how it is supporting this thing. I think it supports another two. Let me create two more. Okay. 11, 12, and here 7. So use Georgia and the impact I will do. Total full headings I have created. These are the inbuilt fonts which are available through browser. Browser supports some fixed colors, right? Around 140 colors it automatically supports. Exactly around these are the fonts it automatically supports. All are looking same or different? Different because we have applied different fonts. But whatever the fonts we have applied, it's for English only. These fonts are supporting for English. There are certain font supports for non-English also. That also we'll be looking into that. And each font supports certain styles also. Now fonts are there, and each font supports certain styles also. Now, just to give you an example, uh, I'm coming to Google fonts so you can understand it. Are you able to see there is a font called Poppins? Are you able to see 18 styles? Yes or no? This font supports 18 styles. 18 styles means what? If you see here, uh, now imagine font family. I have given Poppins, for example, Poppins, and I'll give sans serif. That means what? First, you pick this font. If not available, pick anything from this category. Font family, we have already worked on. And there is one more CSS properties. They're called font weight. What? Font weight. What exactly this font weight? Font weight means thickness of the font. Thickness of the font. It thickness ranges from 100 to 900. That is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. So font weight 100 means a very thin line. Font weight 900 means very thick. Just see here. Are able to say thin 100? It is showing thin line. India is a thin line, thin text. But 200 a bit more thick. Have you observed it? 300 a bit more thick. 400 more thick. 500 more thick. 600 much more. 700, 800, 900. Understanding? See the thickness of the text. I is INDIA. The lines are much thicker here. But here much thinner. So we can control the thinness of the text using a CSS property called font weight. Font weight, it's like this, gold chain. People wear gold chain. That gold chain can be created with 10 grams of gold, 100 grams of gold also. What is the difference between gold chain in the 10 grams of gold and 100 grams of gold? Thickness. 10 grams of gold, if you just deal with a bit the pressure, gone. You'll be getting into two pieces. But the thickness of 100 grams gold is much more. It's a gold chain only. More thickness for 100 grams, less thickness for 10 grams. Exactly. Font weight. Now, what I can do, I can give, along with font family, I can control font weight also. Font weight. Starting from 100 to 900. 100 means thin. Now, see here. Are you able to see? It is showing thin. 900 means more. Understood what is font family? Understood what is the font weight? Understand? And we have one more is there, font style. What? style. Font style. This is mainly for italic. What? Italic. I'm giving. Now observe here. Are you able to see it is slightly tilted? This is italic. So basically, each font can support maximum 18 styles. Maximum 18 styles. That is the maximum. That means what? One is the thickness using font weight, and there is style. Maximum 18. Now you see this Poppins is supporting 100 thickness and 100 thickness italic also it is support. Understanding what I'm saying? This 100 thickness we can give. 100 thickness with that italic also you can. This is also supporting 200 thickness and 200 thickness italic also it is support. It is supporting 300 thickness, 300 italic also it is support. 400 italic. That means not every font supports all thicknesses and all italic. Not every font supports it. Few supports it. Understanding? That means this Poppins font style. This Poppins is supporting 100 thickness, and in 100 thickness you can make it 100 italic also. That means thickness and italic both. 200 is also supporting 200 thickness with italic also supporting. 300 it is supporting 300 with italic. 400 with italic. 500 with italic. 600 with italic. 700 with italic. 800 with italic. 900 with italic. That means this Poppins supporting all the 9 thicknesses, and all the 9 thicknesses with italic also it is supported. Total 18. Understanding what I am saying? Certain fonts doesn't support all thickness and all italic. Just to show you an example. Now I am coming here. See, Roboto condensed is there. It is supporting only 6 styles. That means what? They are supporting 300 italic. What about 100 italic? 200 italic? What about that? It is not supporting. It is supporting 400 italic. 700 italic. Only 6 styles. Now, Roboto condensed, for example, font family. Font name is Roboto condensed. What are the font weights it is supporting? It is supporting 300, 400, 700, and font style 300 italic, 400 italic, 700 italic. It is supporting. For example, if I give for Roboto condensed 100 font weight and font style italic, it won't work. Why? It is not supporting. That font is designed with 6 supporting styles only, not 80. But this Poppins support all 18 styles. Maximum is 80. 9 thickness plus italic. Understanding what I am saying? Confusion? Clear? Now let us try this. We'll be understanding. Let us try this. We'll be understanding it. Now what I wanted to do, I wanted to use the font named Poppins. I wanted to use it. Google font I wanted to use. Which font I wanted to use? Google font. Poppins, Google font I wanted to use it. There are two ways I can use it. I can use this font. Either download it and use it is one approach, or directly link the font. That is another approach. How can I use image? I can directly link the image or I can download it and use. Both can be done. Font also can be done in both ways. For images, we will be creating a folder called images, keeping all the images there, and we are using it, or directly linking it. Font also can be done in both ways. Either directly link it or download it and use it. Now let us try this Poppins font. Right now, I wanted to try with the direct first. So I am clicking on this Poppins font from Google Fonts. Why I am selecting Poppins? Because it's supporting all the 18 styles. So I am coming here and now they are supporting 18 styles, 9 thickness, 9 italic. All the styles I wanted to implement. So here are able to see select. I am clicking on this. Now if I click on here, now observe here, I want 100 thickness, I wanted to use it. I am saying select. And 100 italic also I want it. Select. Understanding? Now I want 200 also. Select. 200 italic also. Select. Now how many styles I have selected? 4 styles I have selected. And then now here, if I click on this plus button here, view selected families, now they will be giving the code. Now see, I have selected thin 100. Poppins font thin 100 we have selected. Thin 100 italic we have selected. External 200 we have selected. 200 italic we have selected. And here they are giving us the code how to use it. Giving us the code how to use it. I am going to use the @import. What? @import are able to see here. Now I have to import the font like this. I am copying this @import and I'll put it in the CSS file. This means what? From Google Fonts, there is a font named Poppins. Out of that font, it supports 18 styles. Out of that 18 styles, I have selected only 4 styles. That 4 styles I am importing it. Importing means getting. Importing means getting. Understanding what I am saying? Then it is like importing adding the image from internet. We are right clicking, copy image address, and we are pasting it right exactly the same. And now how do I use it? I have to use a font family like this. I have to use it. Font family, Poppins I have to give sans serif. By chance, if it is not available, take anything from sans serif. Now I am taking copied it. Now what I will do? I will give this. I will give font family Poppins. Font weight, how many it supports? 4 as of now. 100, 100 italic, 200, 200 italic. So I am giving 100 italic, 100 I am giving it, and font family 100 font style. Even if you see here, the text are able to see it is showing much thinner, and this is a little tilted italic. 100, this is 100, this is 100 italic. Likewise, I wanted to do for remaining things. For the third one, I am giving 200, Now, if I refresh it, now see, this text is a little thicker than this one, and this is slightly tilted. So this is 100, 100 italic, 200, 200 italic. Now let us try for the fifth one. I am giving 300, 300 italic. Fifth and sixth, 300 and 300 italic I have given. Now see what happens. Are able to see any difference between this and this? Yes, sir. We can clearly tell the difference between this and this. But this and this, thickness I am talking about. Thickness is different or same? It's same only actually. I'm talking about this and this. Same it is. This is italic. Why it is same? 300 thickness it should show, no? Why it is not showing? Because we have selected only 4 styles. 100, 100 italic. 200, 200 italic. 300, 300 italic we haven't selected. So you don't find any difference. It should show error actually, but it is not showing. It will not show all. Any CSS, HTML, it will not show any errors. Now it is not showing anything actually. The reason is that style is not supported. We haven't added it. Font is supporting. We haven't included that. Got a point? Now what I will do, I will just come here. Now I will include that also. 300 also I am including. 300 italic also I am including. And here let me copy the import statement. Copy the import statement now. See here 100, 200 is only there. Now 300 is there. Are able to see 300 is showing extra? Now let me remove this. Now font actually supports 18 styles. Out of that we have imported only 6 styles. What are those 6 styles? 100, 100 italic, 200, 200 italic, 300, 300 italic. Huh? It should not be there actually. Even if you remove it, should go. Even if you remove it, should go. We have just copied and pasted from there. Now let us see here. Now if I refresh it, you should find difference in these two. Are you able to see the thickness between these two and these two? Thickness between this. Yes or no? Understanding what we are doing? How many styles a font can support maximum? What are those 80? 9 per thickness, 9 per thickness with italic. Total 18. Out of 18, Poppins is supporting all the 18. We have imported only 6. Now what I can do, I'll come here. I'll import all. I'm coming here. I'm selecting 400, 400 italic, 500, 500 italic, 600, 600 italic, 700, 700 italic, 800, 800 italic, 900, 900 italic. All the 18 I have selected, and I'll come here. I'll just copy this import statement. That means I'm importing all the 18 styles. Now, so you'll find some extra length here. 100 is there, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Again 100 to 900. 9 for thickness, 9 for height. Now let me remove it. I don't need this. Now I have imported a Poppins font directly from Google Font. All the 18 styles I have imported it. Now I can try it. Let me create a div. Everything into this div. We need up to 9 only. Nine plus 9, total 18. It's showing errors because duplicate IDs are there. I'm giving. Now I'm coming here. I should see 18 now total. Now what I will do? 100. For the first line, I have given thickness only. Only thickness I have given. Not italic. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Up to this 100 to 900 thickness. And for these things, I wanted to give thickness and italic. What I will do, I just copy. I wanted to add 1 plus 5 italic. I'm just organizing a bit only, that's it. I means 500 thickness, italic. 6I means 600 thickness, italic. 7I means 700 thickness, italic. Only 9 means 900 thickness only. 9i means 900 thickness and data. These are only thickness. These are thickness with italic. Now I want these two side by side. So what I will do, I have kept it inside a div. Default display value is block. What I will do here, just div line I am using. So side by side. Why it is not coming? Because center line is there probably. Is not coming. Let us see what is the problem. Background color. I am using element selector, right? It should applicable. One second. Permissible color. Well, background color is also not applying. Well, then, now are able to see here. This is thickness. This is thickness with italic. 100, 100 italic. 200, 200 italic. 300, 300 italic. Same 900, 900 italic. Understanding what I'm saying? This Poppins font is supporting all the 18 styles. There are certain fonts which supports only 6, only 8, only 15. Like that it will be. So what we have learned today basically, what is font, types of fonts, what is fallback, and how to integrate Google Fonts directly to link, and what is font styles, how many it supports, what are those font weight, what are those font weight? Font weight 9 thickness, 9 thickness with maximum, that is the maximum. Got it? Any questions on this? This is part 1 only. Other part is also there. We'll be working on it. I'll be showing you how to add a local font. Local font means download the font and use it. Right now we are directly linked. Now we wanted to download the font and use it. That will be covering in our next session. Any font, maximum how many it supports? 80. Maximum that is. But there are few which support only very few, 3 or 4 or 5. There are few which supports only one style. If the font is not supporting, we don't find anything. Got a point? Clear? I want you to try this. For player, for a team name, you can use more thickness, and for player name, you can use less thickness. Like that, I just want you to try all the combinations. And there are some beautiful fonts are there. You can have a look into. See, this is looking like a bit handwriting, even this also. See, if I click on this, let us see what is that cell, probably 900 thickness only seems to be. 400 they are using. 400 thickness it is supporting. It is not supporting even italic also. So if you give thickness of 500, 600, 700 italic, it won't. You don't find any difference. Again, it won't find any difference, it will not show error also. That's the problem. The biggest problem with the CSS is introvert. Introvert means you can't find that expression. It's not expressive. In movies, I told you, I think I might have told you, in movies, hero is trying for heroine. The heroine won't say yes or won't say no. Hero has to scratch his head whether what should I do? 2.5 hour movie, 1.5 hour is almost done. Still, I'm not successful. So the CSS is like that. If something is wrong, will not tell them. That's the problem. That's why our understanding on that is very important. Now this font is supporting only 400 thickness. If you give 900 italic, will it show any difference? No. Will it show any error? No. If you don't have understanding, you have to say, here, why it is not working? It is not showing error. Why it works? Because it's not supporting. Is it telling that I am not supporting? Even it won't tell that. That's the problem. Clear? So every font supports certain styles. See, this fragment mono is supporting only 2 styles. Supporting only 2 styles. And now we are trying for Poppins, right? We are trying for the Poppins. Now we have directly linked it and used it. But if I want, I can download it and use it also. We'll be discussing at later point of time. Just to show you how many styles this Poppins is supporting. 18 styles. Now I'm clicking on the download family. A zip file is downloaded. So it is extracting it. Now you see it. If I extract it and see, what do you find here? 18. 18. For each thing, every separate font actually. Now it is you can see it here. In italic, in semi-bold italic, semi-bold, regular, medium. They are giving separate keywords for that. In means 100. How much? In means 100. Now you can find the names also. Let me open it through the Poppins. Poppins only. Now I'm clicking on this Poppins. Now see here, they are giving separate names. For 100, they are giving the term thin, the keyword thin italic. For 200, extra light. Extra light means 200. Thin means 100. Extra light means 200. Light means 300. Regular means 400. Medium means 500. Semi-bold means, bold means, extra bold means, black means, exactly the same thing you can find it. Thin. Then it should be light. Light means 200. I think extra light should be there. Thin means 100. Light means 200, light means 300, regular means 400, medium means 500, bold means 600, extra bold means 700, like that. Different names they have given it. While you are downloading any font, if you find that font name is regular, that means it supports thickness of 400. If you find the word thin, 100. Black, it's 900. Semi-bold means 700 or 800, like that. For every 100 thickness, they have used the name. Any font you will find, you will be finding that the name itself, they will use it in sometimes not every time. Okay, clear? I want you to try with these fonts. Whatever the task you have given, you choose the nice font and apply that font with different thicknesses. For paragraphs, less thickness. For semi headings, like player name, a bit more thickness. Main heading, more thickness. Like that, you can play. Font name is same, but different thicknesses you will be using. Okay. Apple website, even VR and Infotech website also, we have used it. Are they able to see this INES? We have used less thickness. This is built using CSS only. Understood the task? Existing task to add different fonts, different thicknesses. Make sure whichever the font you are using, what are the thicknesses and the styles it supports. You check it. According to that, you apply styles. If it is not supporting, you don't find the effect here. Okay. Font 2, there is one more session. We'll be working on in detail. I'll be showing you how to download the font and how to use it. It is simple. We have @font face. We have something called @font face that we'll be using it. And I'll also show you how to use it for multilingual. Now, right now we have tried for only English. For other languages also.